Hello YouTube, easy as pie here once again to show you how to change the spark plugs on your Swisher XZT60. A few supplies you'll need: your OEM Briggs and Stratton spark plugs. In this case I'll need two. A 5/8 inch deep well socket with an extension just to make it a little bit easier, and the wrench there, and then you'll also need a gapping tool for your spark plugs and some dielectric grease for your spark plugs, just to make sure they're making proper contact. In order to find out which spark plugs you'll need for your particular engine, the easiest thing to do is if you go ahead and look right here on your Briggs and Stratton engine, it will tell you the model number, type, and code for your engine. So all you need to do is type in that model number and code into Google search and just type in spark plug along with that, and it will tell you exactly which spark plug your engine requires. In my case, it's the RC12YC. So before you get started, make sure your ignition is in the off position, key removed, and you will find your first spark plug on the right hand side and your second tucked away on the left here. It's kind of wedged between the gas tank, so that's where your extension will come in handy. So first, let's remove your plugs. Then grab your 5/8 inch deep well socket. Make sure the spark plug is firmly placed and remove. Here's the first plug that I've removed, and I just wanted to make a quick inspection here. There isn't too much wear on this, and there doesn't appear to be a whole lot of buildup of any sort or corrosion taking place, and that just tells me that everything is functioning the way it's supposed to. With the spark plug wire on the left hand side, and use that deep well socket and the extension to get in there the way you need to. After fiddling around with this for just a little bit, I realized that I needed an articulating corner on here as well. Second plug, after being removed, and there doesn't appear to be too much corrosion or buildup on this plug either, and after checking it with the feeler gauge, it is within 0.02 of the proper gap width. Just as a note, for this particular model of engine, the 44N77, the gap width is supposed to be 0.03 of an inch. Plugs, they came gapped pretty darn close to where they needed to be already. In this case, if you do need to gap it further, just wedge your feeler gauge in there and just give it a very, very slight twist if it needs to be wider, or just press the top down just a tiny bit. You don't have to use too much pressure. So before you go ahead and put the plug back in, you're going to want to just put a little bit of dielectric grease on the tip here. It's already on this guy. And then just slowly thread it on. Make sure your threads aren't crossed. You will sorely regret it if you do. You'll be looking at some major repairs if that's the case. But just use your magnetized deep well socket to hold on to it, and carefully thread it back into the threading. At this point, if you need the socket wrench in order to get your spark plug threaded, it is misthreaded. Just keep trying until it goes in by hand. You shouldn't have to twist too hard. So it is all the way in. Finish tightening them the rest of the way. You want it about hand tight, tight but not too tight. Successfully replaced your spark plugs. Thanks for watching, everyone. For more information, check out the comments. I try and throw in a little bit of extra information, and good luck out there. Thanks for watching, folks.